Are you struggling with TELPIP writing task 1? Don't worry. If you use the right template, you can write a clear, natural email and reach CLB 7 or 8. In this video, I'll show you a proven structure and how to apply it step by step using a real style question. Let's begin. Let's take a closer look at how to structure your task 1 email. The key to getting CLB 7 or 8 is not using difficult words. It's about writing a clear, polite, and natural email, just like you would in real life. Here's a simple and effective template you can use for almost any topic. You can see it's divided into 3 easy steps: greeting, body, and closing. Let's go through each step together. Start with a short greeting and the reason you're writing. For example, if you're writing to your manager, you can say, "Dear manager," or if it's a customer service situation, you can say, "Dear sir or madam," or "Dear hotel manager." After that, you can add a short, friendly line like, "I hope you're doing well," and then clearly say why you're writing, like this: "I'm writing this email to," after "to," say your main purpose, for example, to ask for information or to explain a problem. Keep step 1 part short, just your name, and then 2 or 3 sentences are enough. Next, write the main part of your email. This is where you include the 3 points from the question. In every task 1 question, you'll see 3 small bullet points that tell you exactly what to write about. For example, you might need to change a date, ask about a service, or request something extra. So, use simple linking words like firstly, secondly, and lastly to organize your ideas clearly. For example, firstly, I'd like to change my booking date. Secondly, could you please confirm if breakfast is included? Lastly, I'd appreciate it if you could arrange an extra bed for my child. Each sentence covers one point politely and directly. This makes your writing easy to follow exactly what examiners want for CLB 7 or 8. Finally, step 3, the closing part. You need to finish with a short, polite closing. For example, "Thank you very much for your time and help. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Sincerely," and then your name. Always include your name at the end. It makes your email sound complete and professional. Now that you know the full structure, let's practice using this template with a real CELPIP style question. Let's read it together. You recently made reservations for dinner at a very famous and expensive restaurant in town. However, the meal and the service were terrible. The restaurant manager was not available to solve the problem, so you left without a resolution. And here's your task. Write an email to the restaurant's manager in about 150 to 200 words. Your email should do the following things: complain about the service, describe how you want the restaurant to resolve the problem to your satisfaction. Now, let's apply the template and write our full answer together. Dear restaurant manager, I hope you're doing well. I'm writing this email to express my disappointment about my recent dining experience at your restaurant last weekend. My family and I had been looking forward to a nice dinner, but unfortunately, the experience did not meet our expectations. Firstly, the food was not prepared properly. The steak I ordered was overcooked and dry, and the soup was served cold, which made the meal unpleasant. Even the side dishes were not warm enough, and they arrived much later than the main course. Secondly, the service was quite poor. The waiters seemed uninterested, took a long time to bring our orders, and barely checked on our table during the meal. It felt like the staff were not paying attention to the customers. Lastly, I was hoping to speak with the manager, but unfortunately, no one was available at that time. I would really appreciate it if you could offer a refund or a meal voucher, as I believe this would resolve the issue fairly. Thank you very much for your attention. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Sincerely, Arjun Singh. This sample answer is about 171 words, which is perfect for the CellPip Writing Task 1 range. It clearly follows the email template greeting, 3 main points, and a polite closing. Let's try another Task 1 question, shall we? Let's read it together. You and your family visit the local shopping mall every week. However, it has become more and more difficult to find a parking spot recently. You would like to let the shopping mall manager know about this problem. Your task is to write an email to the mall manager in about 150 to 200 words. You should do the following things. First, describe the problem you are having with the mall's parking. Second, explain what you and your family have to do in order to visit the shopping mall now. Provide some suggestions for how the mall manager can solve this problem. Now, let's apply the template and write our full answer together. Dear Mall Manager, I hope you're doing well. I'm writing this email to share my concern about the parking situation at your shopping mall. Recently, finding a parking space has become extremely challenging, and it's causing a lot of inconvenience for regular visitors like us. Firstly, it has become very difficult to find a parking spot, especially on weekends. The parking lot is completely full, and we often drive around for more than 20 minutes before finding one. Sometimes, cars even block the lanes, which makes it unsafe and frustrating for drivers. Secondly, because of this, my family and I have to visit the mall much earlier than planned. On several occasions, we ended up leaving and going somewhere else. It's quite inconvenient, especially when we have young children and shopping bags with us. Lastly, I would like to suggest expanding the parking area or installing a digital display board that shows available spots in real time. You could also consider offering discounts or coupons to customers who use public transportation. Thank you very much for your attention. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Sincerely, Olivia Parker. That's it for today's Task 1 practice. You've seen how one simple template works for any topic. Keep practicing, and you'll soon write every email clearly and confidently. And don't miss the next video on Task 2 writing. We'll learn how to write a perfect opinion essay. Thanks for watching.